Welcome back, preppers and procrastinators. We're here again at the Upper Nisqually Sportsman's Club here in Eatonville, Washington. This will be the third iteration of me trying to sight in my Sig Sauer Cross 308 hunting rifle for next season. The first time out, we discovered that the Arkin SH4 scope has blurry parallax at the 100-yard range. The second time, we bought a Tacticam over the scope and verified that it's not just my old eyes, but that the scope is blurry at 100 yards. But we were also shooting 3-inch groups at 100 yards. So today, we have 7 different 308 rounds that we're going to try to see if we can bring that 3-inch group down into a MOA or less. So I'm hoping with one of these, we'll find a factory load that Sig Cross is happy with. As a reminder, I am not a benchtop shooter. In fact, anytime I'm sighting in a rifle, I'm almost always in the prone supported position, but I can't see the 100-yard target with the berms that we have here from a prone position. This will be my first time using a lead sled, and I'm aware of the fact that they're called a lead sled because they have this sled here that you put lead bags on to hold it in place so it doesn't jerk around. I went to Cabela's today with the intent to buy some of those lead bags, and I believe they're just bags of lead shot for reloading shotguns, because that's where I've seen them before, is in the shotgun reloading aisle. But I bought 2 boxes of ammo and completely forgot about getting the weight for the lead sled. So this will be my first time using it. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, and we'll do more iterations of this with the actual product that we require. But this will be my first time trying a bench rest shot from an actual stand, and we'll go ahead and see how that works. All right, the first ammunition we're going to be using is Federal 308 non-typical 180 grain whitetail soft points. If I remember correctly, when we left here the other day, I was still shooting high. I want to make sure that I'm on paper. I'll be shooting at the lower right-hand corner circle. And I'm hoping to remove myself out of as many variables as possible here for a tight group or for verification of groups. Keep our point of aim the same, and we'll see how good our groups go. Not going to make any adjustments, but that one is quite high. We're just going to keep shooting at it. Not sure how big of a group that is, but that is definitely tighter than what we were shooting last time with our gray box of 180 grain Winchester Super X. So we'll actually shoot these next. Oh, good. It's slushy raining or very wet snowing. I don't know. So I actually owe this theory of testing different ammunitions to Jim over at Backfire TV here on YouTube. I've watched several of his rifle reviews. Well, he'll try a rifle that's renowned for good accuracy, and he won't get the accuracy he's looking for. And that's where I've seen that he tries several different types of ammunition, shoots different groups, and then shows you the sizes. So thanks, Jim at Backfire TV. All right, we're going to go over one target, still shooting at the lower target, but we'll shoot at the center now. I'm trying to get the rifle set up all on its own, so all I have to do is fall in on the rifle and keep it straight. Okay, parallax set at 100, 150, about 220. All right, let's see what we can do now. Let's see where the gun is naturally lying. All right, so now just fall in and keep it straight. Although when I rest my cheek, it does lift up. There we go. Okay, if I'm reading that right, that's 2 bullets in one hole and 1 bullet an inch or so lower. Maybe 3 bullets in one hole, an inch low and an inch high left. So good 3-shot group. So next we're going to send some Federal Power Shock 150 grain downrange. I've used these in both my Ruger Precision rifle as well as my Savage 110 Precision. And both of them shoot very accurately with this bullet. So hopefully this is a good choice. Also, probably the cheapest box of ammo that's out here. So I've had good accuracy with these, generally sub MOA in everything I shoot them out of. And at the time, about $20 a box. All right, keeping our pattern, we'll go for the lowest left corner. And I'm gonna guess we're gonna shoot high. A lot of left to right spread on those ones. But All right, well, based on what I'm seeing on the spotting scope, I am aiming for dead center here, and I am shooting, generally speaking, in this area here. So I'm shooting 4 inches high. So I am going to wind an entire mil off of the scope. Because if we start shooting here, then we're going to end up here, and I'm going to run out of targets. That is 1 mil, so that should be 3.6 inches. All right, so next up is this Federal Premium Trophy Copper 165 grain big game bullets. This is a new round to me. I've never shot this before. I normally don't buy $50 boxes of ammunition in 308, so we'll see how this works. Still recording, still recording. Not still recording. Hopefully that last set of 5 from the Federal Power Shock was on the Tacticam. Okay, so we are now going to restart back in the lower right-hand corner. We've taken a mil off of the scope, so now when we shoot in the lower right-hand corner, we should be closer to the lower right-hand corner. All right, pretty close to the target. Not going to interfere with our other group. What was that? Oh, that was a failure to feed. Darn it, I was in the groove. And 5. That's not a bad looking group. I'm shooting these all a little faster than I really should be. All right, this next selection will be Remington Core Locked 150 grain. And in keeping with our pattern, we will be lower center. Okay, these are shooting high still, quite high. But primarily high and right. All right, next up is Hornady Outfitter. These are 165 grain CX cartridges. I reload with Hornady, but I have never shot factory Hornady. Let's see how fancy they are. And we'll go for the lower left-hand corner. A little bit to the right. Pretty good elevation. All right, this will be the 4th and final Federal. This is 180 grain bonded soft point Federal Fusion, which is in fact different than all the other Federal we shot today. What do we have left to actually shoot at up there? So everything has still been shooting high. So I think if I shoot the second target from the top, still in the center, we'll still be able to determine this grouping from the one below it. I took another 1/3 of a mil off, 3/10 of a mil, and now I will shoot at the top center target. Hopefully there's enough space above it that we're still on paper. Okay, yep, still on paper. Probably took too much off. I know the Tacticam is off, but I wish you could see how bad the vision is through here. All right, 4 out of 5 of those shots are not bad. And the 4th shot was the blurriest by far. So I think that this Federal ammo, this Federal Fusion 180 grain, I think is the smallest group that we shot there today. It's pretty darn close to an MOA for shots 1, 2, 3, and 5. I did something with shot 4. Also, could barely see the black circle of the target. But obviously the gun can shoot tighter groups. I'm done with this optic. I'm going to take it off and see if I can get a hold of Arkin for an exchange or something. If the Tacticam battery was still going, I have a Ruger Precision rifle with another Arkin SH4 on it. I'm going to take it out just to look through it, but you're not going to be able to see what I'm seeing. But definitely going to replace this scope and then bring this gun back out for set number 4 of sighting in Sig Sauer Cross 305. This is me shooting in a hurry. I'm trying to get 7 different boxes of ammo with 5-round groups on there. Groups aren't the greatest, but they're definitely not 3-inch groups anymore. So I have a little more faith in the gun, and I think it's worth starting to develop a load for it. Okay, so this is another Arkin SH4. Wow. I really need to get that Tacticam put on here. So that's a nice clear picture. Set right at 100. This is another Arkin SH4. This is the first Arkin SH4 I bought. I just dialed it right into 100, looking at the exact same target. There's clarity of holes. I can see all of the shots. That's just a much better looking picture. Yeah, you get to 200 and you're blurry. You get to 50 and you're blurry. 75's a good look. 100's a good look. 150 is okay. Such a difference in clarity from one SH4 to the next. So I'm not going to give Arkin a bad review yet. I owe them the due diligence of customer service first. I wish I had some battery life left in the Tacticam. I'd put it on here and take a look down and show you guys the difference. Crystal clear versus looks like I'm just shaking my head looking at the other one. So we'll come back out next week. We'll take this for a test spin as well. I'll have the Tacticam on here. I'll show you the difference in the SH4s and then the accuracy on this Ruger Precision as well.